各位汽车世界观众朋友们，大家好，我是小智。那么我们知道，宾士于2009年法兰克福车展时推出了 SLS AMG 来担任一个品牌的性能旗舰跑车。那么经过了5年的产品周期之后呢 ，SLS AMG 也正式退下了王者之位，于2014年3月正式宣告了停产。而其所遗留下来的性能旗舰跑车之位，就由我身后的 AMG GT 来取代，来代替它。那么这次我们很荣幸能够受到台湾宾士的邀请，特地来到了上海国际赛车场，来参与这次 AMG GT 在中国的发表会活动现场。那么接下来就可以来亲身体验一下 AMG GT 它的动感魅力。
So, first of all, the styling of the GT is very amazing, I think, so far. It's a classical layout, it's a classical styling, more or less. A long hood, a very sharp greenhouse, a very sharp front end, a very unique body so far. We have it's not a traditional layout. We choose a front mid-engine, which is, the engine is behind the front axle. We have a front axle gearbox, we have a gearbox in the rear axle. So we have a weight distribution of 53, close to 54% on the rear axle. So the car provides outstanding traction on a track or in everyday driving as well. So the driving dynamics regarding the dynamic engine mounts, which is an innovation in the car market, using them for driving dynamics, adjust them just by recognizing the driving situation, adjust the stiffness of the engine and gearbox mounts. So driving dynamics is on a very high level and very competitive, proven by comparison tests now. We have, I think so far, a benchmark in the interior. We have a very high level of exclusivity, of styling in the interior. As well, taking care about the customer as a driver. All functionalities regarding the driving functionalities, you can adjust them by a button or with the driving programs. Then as well, we do have everyday usability. Yeah? What I did underestimate it a little bit. We took care that we can do pack in 2 golf bags in the trunk. But our customers appreciate that more than I even expected. Yeah? So the everyday drivability in combination with outstanding driving dynamics, and all of that on a very reasonable and fair value to price ratio. This is, I think, a nice package, so to speak, a good advantage, and it's a V8. You do have the sound of a V8. Yeah? We have the exhaust flaps. You can make the call more loud or less loud, just by push of a button or regarding the driving program. So it's a V8, and as well it's a V8. It's turbocharged V8. Yeah? It's a new 4-liter V8, hot inline V, hot inside V, and what that turbocharged engine, you don't miss any more the natural aspirated engine, because the power output is linear, and we handle the torque output as well. So the car fits on a racetrack. If you put the car in manual mode and you shift up by yourself, it feels like a natural aspirated engine. You have always a linear power output, so this gives you precision on a racetrack. It's obviously the future to put kind of an engineered kind of electrification and hybridization of powertrains. And today we have 3 very successful layouts in place. So we have our very successful compact A45 CLA 45, which is a different technical layout than a C63 or E63 or whatever, which is as well different to a GT. So what we do now is we started with some pre-development work. We started with development programs for having dedicated electrification, hybridizations, technologies and solutions in place for every of these three layers. So because it will be mandatory in the future. I can give you the exact timing, but we will. You know, we had the very first sports car from AMG was the SLS, fully engineered at AMG. Everything at SLS was done at AMG. SLS was supposed to have a limited life cycle. We moved it out of production, more than 1 year ago. It was the very first car to prove what the company is capable of doing. And then we had the discussion, what's next after SLS, and we did the clear decision, and we took the clear decision that we're not going to have a successor of SLS. We want to move into a more competitive segment, because SLS stands a little bit like it's a styling, it's a look with the gull wing doors. That's a little different. It's a little bit. In the meantime, I would be happy if I had one, or if I have one, because the used car prices they increase now, because it's getting an iconic character. So, but our intention was to step into a segment which is, we call it the traditional sports car segment, to face more competitors, to face more competition, because if you want to prove what a brand stands for and what the company have as capabilities, as competencies, as skills, when it comes to engineering, then you have to be in a segment where it's all about competition. This is the reason for having the GT and the traditional sports car segment. The very first time that we stepped into that, and everybody from you knows who dominates that segment. So we're looking, we're facing the competition to establish brands in the segment, and that was the reason to bring a GT to life.